It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC North foes. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Once again, it's Swift. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Second down and 6 now. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Williams from the gun on third down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Johnson will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Throwing is McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
3rd and 9 here. Here's McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action. Now McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
An inside give to Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. To the air with McCarthy.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Now McCarthy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Being chased out left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison
from 6 yards away.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Now the try here for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
From the gun, here's Williams.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Williams.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dayo Odangbo.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. This is caught by Addison.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Jalen Naylor.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now he's free at the 35.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 27-yard line.
123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter, look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. This is caught. Touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. And they'll come up second and 7. From the gun, here's Swift. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Swift going to try up the middle.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Caleb Williams.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try to run with Swift.
But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
On play action, McCarthy.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Addison will go in motion left. From the shotgun, McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. So now the Bears down by 5, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go.
To the air, Williams.
Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams.
And his throw is incomplete. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones.
And he's just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And that play is blown. Losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.